Hi guys, my name's Kim from KK's Creations. I've had several of you ask me how I make my pizza pan door hangers, so I'm going to show you how to do that today. Let's get started. So this is everything you need: a pizza pan, rope, fabric of your choice, ribbon if you want to make a bow, Mod Podge, chalk paint or the paint of your choice, a sealer for the paint, whatever you want to use to put on your Mod Podge and your paint, a hot glue gun, and I'm going to put a sign on mine, so if you want to sign that. So let's get started. The first thing I do is paint my pan. And I like this little splonger. It helps it, I find with the regular paintbrush that the paint doesn't stay. And I just kind of, I don't use a lot of paint on each time. And I just kind of go all the way around the pan. It usually takes 3 to 4 coats. So I start out just doing the outside edge. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to go over it with several coats. And then I don't do the entire pizza pan because it's not going to show, so I just do this inner edge while the top coat is drying. And then I also just do the outside, I just kind of tap around the outside edge to make sure that it's covered. Sometimes it doesn't come all the way around. Okay, and then you can start on the second coat, and I will do the second and third coats, and then I will be right back. Okay, so this is with 4 coats is what I ended up doing. You just kind of have to look at it and see if it looks like it's covered all the aluminum. And now I'm going to take it out in the garage and spray it with the sealer. I usually do 3 light coats. So I will be back as soon as I finish spraying it. Okay, the next step that I do, I have a template that I've cut out, and I just put it down on the fabric, and with a Sharpie or a pen, I just trace around the circle. And then I cut it out. But to save time, I've already cut one out. And my pizza pan is now dry. And then I have my piece that I've already cut out. And what I do, I just lay it on here. Just I try to make sure it's kind of even all the way around. So I kind of lay it out, and then I take my Mod Podge. And then I like to use these foam brushes. And what I found the easiest for me, I just take and fold back a piece of this while I'm holding on to the other. And I just do little sections at a time. And I just put Mod Podge on around the edge. Make sure it's nice and smooth so it doesn't dry lumpy. And then what I do, I just flip this back and just kind of go like this to make sure it's nice and smooth with no wrinkles in it. And then I take a piece of paper towel if I get any Mod Podge on the paint and just lightly wipe it off. It dries clear anyways, but and then what I do, then you can start from the other sections and just flip it back. And do the same thing. I just find it easier for me just to work in smaller sections instead of doing the whole thing at one time. But you can Mod Podge the whole thing and just put the whole thing down. But once the top is on, then it's kind of sealed so it's not going to move. And I just do the same thing. And then I just give it one more. I just make sure it's on there good. And then that's all for that part of it. I decided I wanted to put some buffalo plaid on it. So then I also cut out another piece of fabric. And then you can, and if you're doing two pieces, you kind of do it the same way, just kind of line it up. And it doesn't matter if it's exact because there's going to be, I'm putting rope around mine so you won't see if it's not all the way to the edges. And basically I do the same thing. Fold it back. Okay, so the next step, I'm going to put Mod Podge on this piece of ribbon. For myself, I don't like where you can see where there's a transition, so I'm just gonna put this piece of ribbon on there. Okay, and then we're done with the Mod Podge. The next thing we're gonna do is glue on, hot glue on the rope. And I like to do this also. You don't have to put the rope on, but I just like it so you can't see the edge of where the fabric is. So then I just actually put on my little finger things because I always end up burning myself. And then again, I also do this just in little sections, just like I did the Mod Podge. So I start out with that. And you can start the rope wherever you want. I usually try to put it where I know my bow is gonna be, so the beginning and the end, you can't tell where it's at, where the rope started. Then I'm just gonna cut this last little bit. And then of course there's always little pieces of stringy glue that's on there. And then sometimes the rope has these little stray pieces of little things just sticking out. And then I've already made my bow, so that's, and I already know I want my bow to be right here. So I'm just gonna put some hot glue. Actually, I'm gonna put it right there. And I'm just gonna push my bow down right there and hold it. And then I still have my sign that I need to, I'm gonna figure out what saying I'm gonna put on that. And so I will come back and finish this once I printed out my words. So I will be back soon. The last thing I did was add words to the sign, and then I used wood glue and glued it on. So here is the finished product. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day.